Well, hello and welcome to the In Her Image podcast, or welcome back. I am Andrea John, and I am so glad that you are here. In this season 2, we've been talking about identity, purpose, strength, and how to face the future with laughter. Today, we're going to look at another theme from Proverbs 31 that I believe every woman carries in her heart, and that is legacy and community. Proverbs 31 paints a picture of a woman whose influence goes beyond herself. It says her children rise and call her blessed. Her husband praises her. Her household is cared for. She extends her hands to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. Do you see what's happening? Her life isn't just about her. It ripples out into her home, her community, and even into the next generation. That's what legacy looks like. And the beautiful thing is, legacy isn't just about what you leave behind when you're gone. Legacy is what you're living and shaping right now. I think about this often as a mom. There are days when life feels so full. Remember, I don't use the word busy anymore. So life feels full, but also ordinary. But then I remember the way I show up, the words I speak, the love I give, those are all seeds being planted in my daughter's hearts. And those seeds will grow into the legacy I leave them. But it's not just for moms. We're all in a different season of life, and every one of us is shaping legacy in some way through friendships, through leadership, service, through the way we show up in our communities, in our family, for our parents, our siblings, our cousins. People are watching, they're learning, and they're being impacted by the way that you live your faith. Here's something I've learned. Community and legacy, they go hand in hand. We can't carry out God's design alone. We need each other. The Proverbs 31 woman was not living in isolation. Her life was woven into her household, but also her community. And the same is true for us. We were made to encourage one another, to share wisdom, to carry each other's burdens, and to celebrate each other's victories. Legacy is multiplied when it's lived out in community. It is so powerful. So let me ask you, what kind of legacy are you living right now? And who are you walking with that helps strengthen your faith and purpose? Because the truth is, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to do everything perfectly. Perfectionism is not the aim here. You just have to be faithful with what God has placed in your hands and trust Him to use it to impact others. Here's your reflection for the week. I want you to think of one person. You may have more than one, but I want you to focus on one person who has impacted you. Someone whose legacy has touched you in a meaningful way. And I want you to write down their name and what you've learned from them, because it's something you've received. But this, in receiving, we need to always remember that we need to give, because giving is more important than receiving. But being able to think through someone who has impacted us and writing it down and the impact they've had, it allows us to think about how we can do the same for another. So then after that, I want you to ask yourself, what's one small way I can invest in someone else this week? Maybe it's a word of encouragement through a handwritten note, a Facebook message, Instagram DM, a text message, a phone call, or simply showing up and being present, just being there. And remember, you're not walking this alone. We do have a private Facebook group where women just like you are connecting, encouraging one another, and building a community of faith and legacy together. It is an extraordinary group of women. If you're not already a part of it, I would absolutely love to see you there. So I'm going to put the link in the show notes so you can click on it easily and get in there. And don't forget that the In Her Image a book, the devotional book, 31-Day Devotional Journey Through Proverbs 31, releases on December 1st, but it is up for pre-order and available to you now. You have two options, soft cover or hardcover. And right now, during the month of November 2025, you get a 10% discount for joining us early. In the promo code, enter pre-order 10 to get your 10% off. This devotion will walk you through these truths day by day and help you leave a legacy rooted in the scriptures. Thank you so much for joining me today because I absolutely love when you're here, and I would love to connect with you throughout the week in that group. Next week, I'll be taking you behind the scenes into the writing of In Her Image. I'll share stories, struggles, and the moments that shaped the devotional. Until then, remember, your life is a seed, and what you plant today will ripple into tomorrow.